The other co-captain was what? What are you laughing at?
The name. I'm sorry.
Previously on Drunk Reading.
We might need a Liberty sub.
You mean Adrian? That's
We
me.
have to step away for a moment. Godspeed, Natalie.
Listen, I don't want to force anything.
Take a look at the cuff on your wrist, princess. Princess. It seems to me.
They were friends, a team, a family, and she turned against them. There we go.
Giving them full control over him should he choose to step out of line. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Never forget what
so
he took
mad
from
at
us.
Where is he?
Choose your character.
Okay, the last one was an Adrian chapter, so I'll read this one. But again, it gets kind of ambiguous in here because they're together and not separate like they were before. Okay. Chapter 17. It was early the next morning when Liberty wandered down the halls of the dorm building to Adrian's room. She glanced at the folded paper in her hand one more time just to be sure she had the right room. But she did. Room 212. She literally had to drop him off there the last night. Why would she not know? Girl. Anyway. Principal Light had assigned Adrian with Albert Martin in hopes that his good study habits would rub off on him.
Hello.
Answered Albert, swinging the door open. He was already dressed with his books ready for school, even though classes started in half an hour.
Oh. It's you.
Yep, it's just me. Adrian ready?
I am somewhat ready.
Adrian said, walking into sight. His hair was a mess, there were dark bags under his eyes, and he was still in his pajamas.
That is not somewhat.
Liberty crossed her arms.
I'm giving you 3 minutes. Get into uniform and get ready. We don't have time to waste.
Yes, sir. I mean, ma'am. I mean, boss. I mean,
mommy.
Liberty sighed and leaned against the wall of the hallway. She pulled out her phone and began to fiddle when, out of nowhere, Tobias Mayweather appeared wearing a gray suit and a matching fedora.
Drip. Drip King.
Hello there, my dear.
I don't know what that was. It wasn't British. It was giving Gal Gadot.
How was the wedding?
Liberty asked.
Wedding? What wedding?
Tobias asked, raising an eyebrow. Liberty sighed. Making conversation with Tobias was so hard. You never knew which Tobias you were talking to, nor how much this version had seen or done.
Sorry.
She apologized.
I didn't realize. It's quite all right, Miss Justice.
He nodded.
Now I must ask, what are you doing outside dorm 212? Waiting for Adrian Fate. He's late.
Liberty replied.
I see.
Tobias nodded.
Mr. Fate must not be as great at keeping time as I am. I'm sure that's the case.
Liberty agreed, smiling. Tobias glanced at his watch.
Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I'm afraid I'm terribly behind in schedule. I was supposed to be in the 1920s about an hour ago.
You're British, so it should be schedule, not schedule.
Schedule. I don't know how they talk.
Liberty said. In seconds, there was a flash, and the handsome time traveler was gone again. Adrian opened the door.
I'm ready.
He said, looking 4 times as presentable as he had looked a few minutes earlier.
Was there...
He looked around.
Oh, I thought I heard someone out here.
Tobias popped in. Didn't know you yet.
Liberty explained. She held up her wrist, and Adrian met it with his. Instantly, the chain dangling from Adrian's cuff hooked to Liberty's without even so much as a touch.
Damn.
Adrian mused, wide-eyed.
That would be cool if it weren't on me.
Golly! He a freak for real.
Yeah.
Come on, you dork. We have to get to class.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. Do you see this, Liberty? I'm just on the edge of my seat.
He said dryly.
You're so funny, Adrian. Do you know that?
So what have we got first?
Adrian asked.
You didn't check the schedule.
I wanted it to be a surprise. Or I lost it. You can decide.
Okay, then.
I will forever be mad at Connor that he's not here for this.
Literally. Where did he
This
go?
should not be me.
Chapter 18. The days pass slowly. Classes lunch, classes dinner, bed. Classes lunch, classes dinner, bed. Day after day for a week. But soon it was Friday again. After Liberty and Adrian got out of their last class of the day, Flying 101, they met up with the others in the cafeteria.
You will never believe the day I've had.
Liara sighed, setting her tray on the table.
Evie Light, that perfect little bitch, I swear, if we weren't heroes, I'd shove my fist so far down her.
Wow, what happened?
Liberty asked, putting up her hands.
She's trying to get me off the cheer squad.
Liara shook her head.
Why?
Because I'm an alien, and she hates all of us. Stupid little bitch.
It'll never go through.
Racism! I didn't know she was racism. I just thought she was a bitch. God damn, Evie.
Golly.
What
Wowee.
the hell? It'll never go through. She's only a co-captain. She doesn't have the power to remove a girl from the squad, not on her own.
Mary consoled her.
Don't worry. I just... Grrr.
Liara growled. Her hair flowed from its usual brown color to its natural white color. Whoa, Adrian said in awe. How did you... Oh, she's alien, so her biometrics aren't as easy to lock onto as ours. Albert explained. Oh.
You know, I haven't seen Tobias in a...
Liberty started. Just as she began to speak, there was a flash of white light, and Tobias Mayweather appeared, sitting at an empty... I feel like we should take a shot every time Tobias appears.
I agree.
Sitting at an empty spot around the round table. Ironically, he was wearing armor.
Lyle. Good day.
He greeted.
I'm sorry it's been so long. I was caught up in Camelot. The Knights of the Round Table are convinced I'm a wizard. I studied with Merlin for a while. Nice fellow, that one.
You're one busy dude, aren't you? Adrian noted. Tobias's eyes widened and he held out his hand. Adrian shook it.
If I'm not mistaken, you've met me before, yes?
I've met you, yeah, Adrian responded. But I take it we haven't been introduced quite yet.
I'm afraid not.
Tobias agreed.
What might your name be?
Adrian. Adrian Fate.
Oh, Miss Justice told me about you, say, 3 years ago.
Tobias looked at his watch.
It would appear to have been that long, yes. It's been like 4 days.
Liberty told him. How old are you, anyway? Adrian asked, raising an eyebrow.
I lost track about 5 decades ago.
Wow. Tobias stared off into the distance.
Now tell me, is this before or after the big football game?
The game is tonight! Rachel answered.
Oh, good. I do enjoy a football game from time to time. Speaking of football game,
Liberty glanced at her own watch.
girls, we have to be in the gym in about 20 minutes.
All of the girls and Adrian stood up from the table. They all started to walk towards the door. After about 5 minutes, Liara, Rachel, and the Blake twins split off from Liberty. and Adrian as Liberty walked Adrian to his dorm. She held out her wrist as he walked through the door, and their chain disconnected.
I'll see you tomorrow then.
Tomorrow's Saturday. We don't have any classes, Adrian stated.
You still have to eat. I'll pick you up for lunch.
No thanks, I have bread and warm water. Adrian shut the door. Liberty sighed. Babysitting Adrian Fate hadn't been nearly as bad as she thought it would be. She might even consider him a friend. Damn, that was fast. As sarcastic and sassy as he could be. He made her laugh, and he got along with all her friends, and Albert trusted him, so that must count for something. Albert was an excellent judge of character. If he liked Adrian, it must mean the kid was doing something right. But, really, she just wished there was some way he didn't have to be left out for events like this. Maybe he wanted to go to the football game, but he couldn't.
Oh, well.
Liberty thought. And with that, she walked through the halls of the dorm, building to her own room.
If only there were some friends of Liberty's that could also partake in being
Literally.
friends with Adrian.
I know. And just babysit him for a little while. Just take him.
I love Tobias.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if it's because I'm biased or what, but
You're
I will
biased.
protect him. Oh!
All right. Chapter 19.
Dang.
The religious school that I went to was green and yellow.
Oh. Like the Green Bay Packers.
I'm sorry. That wasn't
Inserts
funny.
clip from Pitch Perfect 2. Literally, where is Connor? I'm here referencing his content, and he's not here. Don't check out Connor's Pitch Perfect video.
You know what? Yeah, this is where the feud starts. This is where the beef is.
It was about 15 minutes later when Rachel, Liberty, and Liara knocked on the door of 212 in a bit of a surprise. They were dressed in their purple, gold, and white cheer uniforms, with their hair held back into high ponytails and tied with big, sparkly ribbons. I was never a cheerleader. Two of my first main characters are cheerleaders. Mia Crane is also a cheerleader. And I don't know what it was. The bisexuality really popping out, man.
I just have to say, baby.
Pretty girl
Women.
in cheer uniform.
Consider pleated skirt.
Literally. The only explanation is the bisexuality.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If they got a bow in the hair, I'm barking.
Literally.
Hello?
Adrian asked, opening the door. He was dressed in his sweatpants, a book dangling from his fingers. He raised an eyebrow and looked at them.
What are you... I wish I could raise my eyebrows. What are you doing here?
What do you mean by that?
I can't raise my... Like...
You gotta do
Oh,
the
just
Marcus
one?
Smolder.
Yeah,
from,
no, yeah. Like the rock
from
face, I
Lab
can't
Rats.
do it. I can't wait, hold on.
Do you
That's
want to
it,
go
that's
to
it,
a
that's it.
football game?
Asked Liberty, looking more panicked than her usual perky self. Immediately, Adrian knew something was wrong.
Why?
Just answer the question.
Oh, you're good.
My
You're
bad,
good.
queen.
You're good. 2 L names, my fault.
Golly.
Too many letters.
Fuck.
Just answer the question, Liara asked her. Liara crossed her arms and sighed, flusteredly. I don't know if that's a word. Please.
Well, yeah, kind of.
Adrian answered. The girls smiled.
Honey bun. Where'd
Did
you
it go? Did it peak? It went out?
We only got
You
perf.
were gone.
Okay. For which? For just? For just Rachel?
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Said Rachel. She tossed him a purple, white, and gold bundle of fabric.
We need you to put that on. Natalie, why are you?
She
Why are
might
you
die
muted?
of secondhand
Don't
embarrassment
worry,
this
Mama.
chapter, if I remember correctly what is about to occur.
What's about to happen?
Adrian about to put on a mini skirt.
Yeah.
Trans rights.
Yeah. Gender
I'm wearing the
fluid.
colors. My
This
hoodie.
is it.
My hoodie is the colors.
This is Adrian's trans awakening.
Incredible.
One of the guys on the squad got sick last minute. We needed him for the halftime routine.
And you think I can replace him? I don't know the first thing about cheerleading.
Adrian protested.
No way.
You're the only one strong enough. Please.
Liberty Bag.
Adrian, this is your chance to be a hero, to save the day.
By saving a bunch of whiny teenage girls and their stupid cheer squad? No thanks. I'm good. Here's your stupid uniform.
He tossed it back and slammed the door in their face.
That was very Napoleon Dynamite.
That's kind of what I was going for. I'm not gonna lie.
Incredible.
No thanks. No thanks.
Adrian.
Liberty yelled, pounding her fist on the door.
We'll take you off campus for frozen yogurt tomorrow.
The door swung open again.
Frozen yogurt, you say?
He raised an eyebrow. Yes, but you have to help us, Liara replied. They waited for a few seconds.
I'm in.
Rachel tossed him the uniform.
You have 3 minutes.
A few minutes later, the doors open once again, revealing Adrian, comma. There should be a comma there.
Okay.
It's a grammar thing.
Yeah, you don't have to ask me, guys.
Yeah, come on.
The newest addition to the Skyview High Cheer Squad.
I look ridiculous.
Adrian stated. He glanced at the girls who were all beaming with enthusiastic approval.
You look amazing.
They said together happily.
Let's just get this over with.
Adrian grumbled. He held out his wrist, and Liberty met it with hers. The chain united their cuffs, and Adrian was able to step out of the dorm. He followed them down the hallway towards the football field.
The yogurt is worth it.
He told himself.
The yogurt is worth it.
He just like me for real.
Me talking about any fictional man ever.
Oh my god.
They baby girlified Adrian. No.
I make a yassified edit of Adrian.
Yes!
He has the nails and the eyelashes.
Oh my god.
Femboy Adrian.
Love that. All the comments are like, OMG, he's so baby girl.
He's so baby girl.
Alright, we're recording again.
Oh, am I reading this one?
Sure.
Okay. Chapter 20. The girls led Adrian to the middle of the field, where all of the other cheerleaders were stretching to get ready for the game.
Wow.
They were seated in a circle. Why did you make that face, Natalie?
I'm thinking.
Okay. I'm thinking thoughts. They were seated
Yeah.
in a circle, all leaning over and reaching for their right legs. There were a mix of girls and boys, but the squad was mostly female. Liberty.
Squad, this is Adrian. Adrian, this is the squad.
Liberty introduced. Adrian did a little half wave, and the circle of preppy teens waved back, smiling brightly. Because of the predicament, Liberty and I will be switching places, Rachel explained to the others. Liberty will help others lift me. Adrian is filling in for Will, so he and Liberty can be next to each other. Oh, of course.
Why are they
Are we
chained
counting that?
together?
Are we counting that as a typo?
Oh, where?
Each other.
Each other.
Oh. Yes? Yeah. I
Fuck
might
it.
Oh,
still do
oh.
that.
Oh.
if I
You
were-
invented a new word. It's fine.
Let's be bad.
Want to read that line again?
Why are they chained together?
That's one of the guys from the squad. Because I'm Mistress Fate's son, Adrian answered. And Principal Light doesn't trust me to be on my own without trying to run away or blow up the school.
He's taking pipe bomb lessons from Eliza.
Ain't no way.
It's a pipe bomb!
Yay!
It's a pipe bomb! Yeah!
My mom knows what she's doing.
Evie Light took a step forward. She flipped lock of hair.
Oh, typo.
Yay! I missed the typos. I love that they're coming back.
Yeah.
She flipped lock of hair over her shoulder and offered a flirty smile.
I don't believe we've been properly introduced. I'm Evie Light, co-captain of the cheer squad. Arguably the best and most beautiful.
She's Mackenzie Zales, head cheerleader, homecoming queen, part-time model.
Who's the other captain? Asked Adrian, looking around at the other members of the team.
You're looking at her.
I love that your voice kind of cracked there. Liberty said,
Trying not to laugh.
Liberty said, raising her hand. Adrian's eyes widened, impressed. Why does he keep calling her princess?
Oh my god.
Why didn't you tell me that? Princess. It's like one step away from kitten, and I don't like it. He gave the shorter blonde a playful shove.
You didn't ask, dork.
She shoved him back with slightly more force. Even with her powers suppressed, the girl was strong.
Now I'm just thinking about her shoving him and falling with him.
Play
Like she just flings herself with him.
Oh my god. How's this gonna work? Adrian stared at their joint wrists.
We'll figure it out, I guess. I mean, we have a foot of chain to work with. I'm right-handed. You're left-handed. It seemed to work this long.
Liberty pointed out. I guess you're right. After the team stretched and warmed up, the football players marched onto the field, dressed in their uniforms, which were mostly purple with gold numbers and names in white details. Their chests had the letters SSH, which stood for the Skyview Superheroes.
Why is their mascot the superhero?
As it say, that's
It's
very
a little
creative.
on the nose, Miss Morgan. Just
Today's game was against the Sea Vale School of the Enhanced. Oh my god.
there's lore. Seavale is the city from Lost and Found, and there's like
Oh
people
my
with superheroes
God.
in that book, and they're called the Enhanced with a capital E because it's from genetic mutations, like experimentation and stuff.
Your brain is so
the
big.
lore.
The cheerleaders from Seavale, along with the band and the football players, all marched out of their navy blue buses and onto the side of the field. The other side of the field. Per usual, the cheer captain had to meet with the other cheer captains.
Come on, Lib.
Evie said,
Time to go meet the competition.
Do I have to go? Adrian teased.
What do you think, bozo?
Oh, come on. That line was made for Connor.
It was so made for him. You know, Connor. Fuck you,
Connor.
dude.
Yeah, all your
Count
fault.
your days,
We
bitch.
hate you. Yeah, count your days. Movie
I'm
Turtle
so
is
tired of you.
Hashtag Movie Turtle is over party. Liberty punched him in the arm. She's always hitting him.
Golly! Yeah!
She moved the
Violent.
fuck out of him. He chuckled before she helped him up off the ground and led him to the other side of the field.
She hit him so hard he fell down.
Nah, because she knocked his ass out. She said, I'm sending you to see God.
We're chained together, bozo.
Think fast, chuckle nuts. Now I'm thinking when they go over to talk to the other team, there's just like knuckle imprints on Adrian's forehead. And, like,
Bro's looking like a dodgeball right now.
God.
The Seavale kid sized them up, staring at Adrian critically. He averted his eyes They're like, "Are you all right? Is everything okay at home?"
Are you a war prisoner?
Yes.
Yeah, this poor guy. I'm just like kind of empathizing with him. Like the fact that he's only had bread and warm water to eat, and now he's chained to this woman who's constantly beating the shit out of him.
The other team's like, this is fully a prisoner of war. Cheer competition? Okay.
Skype
Oh, but-
committing war crimes, just casually breaking the
Jesus.
Geneva Convention.
Cruel and unusual punishment.
He averted his eyes, trying not to let the judgmental.
Typo.
Judgmental.
Yeah, okay.
Not
It's
supposed
just-
to
it was
be
weird.
a hyphen there.
Yeah, I was like confused. I was like, is that not one word?
That one is one word.
Get to his head. It didn't matter what they thought of him.
Golly.
If Liberty was okay with him tagging along, he didn't see why they should care anyway.
Liberty, Justice, Evie Light. What a pleasure meeting you again. I feel like there should be more words there. I'm gonna take a sip for that one.
Is greeted supposed to be capitalized?
No, not with the punctuation
Okay.
I gave that sentence.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Here.
One of Seavale's co-captains. Veronica had bright, red, wildly curly hair,
Oh my god, another pale-skinned bitch.
as fiery and vivid as a phoenix. Her eyes were as green, a lot of green eyes in this.
Yeah.
Her eyes were as green as the forest, as emerald as new leaves. Her skin
Golly.
was pale, and her face was dotted with freckles. Her powers, as they had been told, were over that of plants in nature. It made sense as she looked very earthy. The other co-captain was what? What are you laughing at?
The name. I'm sorry.
I hadn't gotten there yet.
I know,
The-
Mama.
The other co-captain was Dragonborn.
Here.
I had just started playing Skyrim at this point, so I'm 100% sure that's right.
An African American boy, with the ability to turn into a dragon and breathe fire. No
Holy
shit. He had curly dark brown hair and fiery orange eyes, the color of liquid amber. They were captivating and vivid. Do you want me to read this one?
If you
And who might this be?
And who might this be? I would actually, Natalie, I want you to read it. Just do AAVE.
Like
No.
white AAVE or
And who might this be? Asked Dragon.
Oh shit.
Fucking name is Dragon. I'm sorry.
Judging by the chain, I'd say he's Liberty's pet.
So everybody just knows. It's just out in the open. Scoffed Veronica, laughing. Usually the Seavale kids weren't so mean, but this was the big rival game. The game that mattered most in the season, and the rivalry got to everybody. The band and the cheerleaders included.
The band kids out here fist fighting.
This is Adrian Fate, my friend.
Liberty struggled to find the right word. Acquaintances was too distant, and anything more than friends would suggest too much. A type of relationship that didn't and wouldn't exist between the two of them. Adrian Fate, Dragon stated, as in Mara Fate, as in Mistress Fate. That's me. She's my mom. Adrian shrugged, wishing he could turn invisible as all of their gazes turned to him. Their eyes widened. The rest of the rival squad perked up, listening from 20 feet away.
They got good hearing.
But, but, I'm not like her. I swear.
I'm sure that's why you're wearing a chain. Why are they even letting you go to school here, let alone participate in student activities?
Veronica asked, taking a step back.
You should be in the detention ward. You're dangerous.
Calm down, V. Dragon put a hand on her shoulder. I'm sure their principal has a reason for letting him run loose. I'm talking about him like he's actually an animal.
Who's a dumb little pet? Golly. If I went to this high school, I'd kill myself.
Oh my god.
I almost said Seabrook. Come on.
He's not loose. He's with me.
Liberty took a step in front of Adrian.
Principal Light knows exactly what she's doing.
Of course she does.
Veronica stated skeptically. Her eyes narrowed as she sized up the sight of the two of them together. Polar opposites, linked by a train, like a...
Take another shot, baby.
A little Freudian slip there.
What's going on?
I did not mean... I don't know where train came from. Polar opposites linked by a chain.
But he's evil, isn't he? Why is he even at your school?
That's none of your business.
Evie shouted. She grabbed Liberty's wrist and started to lead the two of them away.
I thought you Seavale kids would understand what with hosting the kid of Mars, but baby not.
Mars isn't half as bad as Mistress Fate. At least Mars never turned against the League. I mean, he was never on the League, but still, Dragon argued.
We're out of here.
Evie said. She led the others away. You stood up for me, Adrian said to Liberty. It's the fact that Natalie laughs every time, and that I can't.
It gets me. I'm sorry. You stood up for me. I love you so much.
Adrian said to Liberty, why?
Heroes look out for each other. I'm not going to let them put you down just because you're a villain. Your blood doesn't determine the person you are.
Liberty told him.
Thanks, Evie, for getting us out of that mess. Don't mention it.
Evie nodded as though it was completely normal for her to help Liberty.
Now, come on. We have some Seavale ass to kick.
God.
I'm still not over Dragonborn.
That's good. That's pretty decent.
I wonder what his powers are.
I think it would have
Very
been better.
American Dragon Jake Long of him.
Oh my god, yeah.
I didn't even find out it was Dante Bosco until like a handful of years ago, and I was like, oh my god, it's Zuko?
I did not know that until right this minute.
Oh my god!
That's pretty. God no.
I don't know why it sounded like you were powering down. God damn.
So.
What happened?
Bitch! Come on!
What happened?
What happened?
We assumed your butthole turned inside out. We weren't sure.
What the hell is this two-timer doing here? Why were you?
I missed all the meat and potatoes of the story.
You did.
I'm gonna have to do my own independent reading.
You